This podcast is brought to you by our hard work and time. Thank you for listening.
I really hate the XP system.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Like it works. It's just I don't like it. I like milestones. That's it. Just feels better there.
Dom, did we level up after our last session with you?
No, I'm awarding the XP now.
No, I meant with our
Hey,
Adventure
what
campaign.
a boon! We each got like 100
XP. Wow.
Because it's 50 XP per skeleton.
This is why I dislike the CR system, because like the rewards your party get doesn't scale with the difficulty of the encounter if you apply the multiplier, which is why a lot of people say you should multiply the XP that monsters give you.
It should have the same calculation as to the CR system.
Yeah,
it
but
would make
it
sense.
doesn't. But yeah,
Ja, ek
this
praat
is not the randstand.
ek praat van ons Adventures League het ons level. Ek kan nie onthou nie.
Jy level mos
that
elke keer
depends.
as jy 'n quest complete in AL nou.
No, every time you every time you complete you complete an adventure.
Yeah.
If it's 4 mini adventures, you can level 4 times theoretically, so you can, but the DM can decide to not level you there. It's up to DM discretion there. And on a hardcover, because the entire hardcover is one big adventure, the book physically in chapters tell you where to level.
Yeah.
If
and
it
if you're running
doesn't,
old content, it's
4
based
hours.
on hours. Yeah.
Yes.
After we killed the thing, when I got the shield, that game we played, that one, did we level after?
I can't remember.
Neither can I.
I'll check
If
my
it's
log
not
sheet.
on the sheet, it doesn't
Yeah, if
happen.
you didn't
It
log
probably
it
did.
on the session before we stood up, then
It probably did. I need just need to
no,
check.
you didn't. Forgot.
There
There will be no levels.
No levels!
No levels. Anyways,
I'll just
right.
ask Matt to log it. Matt, log it.
If he doesn't want to level, you can come back and joust with us again. So.
That was fun. we jousted.
Honestly, you can jump tables. It's
No, but I enjoy our table. It's fun.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, and then you disappear. Bamboozled again.
Are we recording?
With
With
7 other players.
Dan wil ek dit nie
Wanna
sê.
be-
All by
Yeah, honestly, I
We're
literally
recording.
7 other
can't fit
players.
another player.
Ek would say, and
No.
if we're recording, I'm not going to say anything.
I'm just gonna say it's been a bit of a trying 2 weeks for me. Thanks to the magic of editing, no one here will know which 2 weeks.
Oh,
Although if you probably know me or ask me, I'll probably try and tell you, but
but don't.
But
Just
don't.
don't.
It's fine.
because we don't tell our recording dates in these recordings, and if we do, I'll cut it. Anyways, that aside,
Today is 5 June 2024.
2024.
We're
it's the
coming to
future.
you from the future. Woo!
Trump is still president.
Man, yeah.
Yes, and the world has ended officially.
Coronavirus has taken over.
And now it has been replaced by Ebola.
And GM still hasn't built a fusion engine.
It's because they passed up on the Flubber project.
Ah.
Anyways, Chris, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to be here. It's been a rough couple of weeks, but it's always good to be here. So I'm having a good day.
Oh, there goes the timer.
Oh, the timer has started. This episode is brought to you by alcohol and our goodwill.
Good. By our inspiration juice.
No, yes. Claudia, you've
Yeah.
got it correct.
Yay.
Thank you to Paardenberg sellers. If you guys are interested in doing a sponsorship, please reach out to us. We
I
are
will
more than
sell
welcome.
out so quickly.
We are
to
very,
to
very
a wine
nice.
farm.
Wine
Yeah.
farm, man. Like, that was the dream. That was like the one thing I never ticked off my photographer bucket list, was becoming like the estate photographer of a wine farm.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the best gig.
The thing is, I
because
was
you're
drink
like,
all the
oh,
wine."
but we need a photo of the bottle, open with a glass of wine next to it. I'll have to open a bottle, I guess, to pour. Who's going to drink this wine? On a related note, someone is selling a full Canon Legria set on Bid or Buy, which I'm watching.
Allegria, is that a brand camera?
Yeah, it's
models?
one of their lower model handycams, but it shoots 4K. It's very nice.
Is it one of those that can take has got a built-in telescope lens but can attach one?
No, it can't attach. It's just got the built-in.
Okay.
It's bottom tier, man. It's like
the thing
40
is
grand.
those cameras are nice, but functionally my smartphone just covers my basic needs consistently.
Yeah, your basic needs,
Yeah,
but
mine.
if we want to hit this up with a nice video feed
Oh yes.
for the YouTubes, we need something.
You mean
like
for
that.
the half-naked witch meeting?
Of course. Also, because otherwise, if we don't do that, I need to buy an Atomus Ninja for the Nikons, and that's like 14 grand.
What on earth is an Atomus Ninja?
Okay, so
I heard Atomic Ninja, but yeah.
yes. So there's this. Okay, Atomos, if you guys would like to sponsor us, I will just send us some of your shit. We'll
Okay,
plug it.
T-1 minute until you insulted Thomas.
I'm not going to insult them. Atomos is amazing. They make some of the best monitors. So effectively, they make a product which is it looks like a little screen. And you think, cool, I'm buying a little screen, but it's extremely expensive. And you slot an SSD into it, and it takes an HDMI out to the camera. So instead of your camera recording onto the SD card, you record, it takes the HDMI out and records to its SSD. And they've got better color profiles. They just get more data in, because your average prosumer DSLR just isn't good for making video, where they effectively just take all the raw data coming from the sensor and just poof, make good video with it.
That's interesting.
It's log video. It's good. It's really good.
That's interesting. So it literally no pun intended, ninjas the signal and uses it to record.
Yeah. So it's like a screen capture card for a camera, which is a really strange thought, but you can use it to capture, whatever. It takes HDMI out.
We're borderline going to turn into a tech mode episode now.
Yeah. But anyway, really good. So, and then it looks like a little monitor. You put it on top of your camera, but it's also recording. So you can look at the screen. It's got zebra stripe focusing.
That's
it's
really cool,
nice.
actually.
Yeah. Anyway,
I've never heard of this product, but it's good.
Yeah, it's one of those niche, weird things that there's no reason for you to use it.
They're not weird.
I had one of the very early ones, but sold it with all of the other video equipment.
Oh, great.
It's
Yes.
a weird product. We're not insulting, I promise.
No, it's a niche product.
Niche, yes. There was there's a. I've got an entire story about that, but that's not the reason we are here.
We'll use that in the Headstand episode.
Yeah, the thing is, we should probably just start a separate podcast where we're just talking crap, because we're really good at it.
It takes 70
The
minutes.
crap stand.
The crap stand, which is when we finally give up and decide to
stand,
just get together and
Instead
drink.
of the crap stand, the stand of crap.
Just think of a stand with crap. It's real easy.
Right, so I need more
Welcome
inspiration
to the
juice.
crap seat.
My inspiration juice is done.
This is what happens if I drink wine. I turn giggly. It's nice.
There's
And fun.
another podcast on YouTube called The Courtesy Flush, which I just love. It's just amazing. They do Star Trek roleplay. It's amazing. Tex is on there from Tex Talks Battletech.
Oh yeah.
Black Pants Legion. But it's just amazing because they know what kind of content they're putting out. So it's just a courtesy flush.
It's just
It's fine.
if you know, if you know, it's good. It's good. Right.
Right. So we are here to kill some goblins.
You don't really know, and that's kind of what I tried to brief you on earlier. But let's get this going.
I know what I'm here to. I am here to get some gold and treasure and dragon, maybe. Yes, dragon.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we decided on. Because I'm the dragon expert,
Yes.
apparently. See quotation marks in fingers.
I've got this document right here which says you are a great expert on dragons.
Yes, document, she says with quotation.
Yes, don't ask me to open it because it's literally I've written on a piece of parchment she is a dragon expert and just faked Alistair's signature or something.
What if I face a real dragon? What if I face a real dragon? What then, mother?
Eldritch Blast.
Like triggered spell. Oh no!
I wish I had my fire beetles. Send the fire beetle towards it. Onward, Anubis.
It's like, what happened? You must have upset the scroll. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, obviously not.
Sorry, let's go continue. Thank you.
The long rays of light stretch out across the distant hills, and as the sun slowly rises, it's an almost perceivable creep of light seems to...
Okay, I hate to jump in here, but we're underground. How do we see all of this?
This is what the people see.
Oh, okay. So there are other people except us. You mean the world isn't just free adventurers stealing some people's things? There's more to D&D than just like stealing and murdering.
You just ruined my life.
Too much creative juice!
No. What's that? Why is there like a? What's the first?
That's Meepo. He's our
It's Meepo.
Oh, he kind of looks.
companion.
He looks like it looks
quotes.
like it's like a dragon head or something.
Yes, he's a kobold.
Okay, I was just making sure I saw correctly. I'm sorry.
Light creeps across the valley, and as it starts to hit the tops of trees and creep down, what was previously a dark forest starts to glow brightly, almost golden in the morning. In the distance, there's this landscape, this vista, seems to be a welcome sight to a pair of eyes that scurry out from a crevice. Standing on the side of the vast crevice that leads to the Sunday Citadel, a dirty and panting Urky Timbers looks out on the path that leads to the farmstead in the distance.
That bastard left us. We're gonna get him. We're going to go back to town. We're gonna drag his ass back into this dungeon.
You guys let him go!
I gave him no such permission. I do not recall talking to Urky and telling him, it's fine, you can go. We need a healer. It's fine, Urky, we'll get you one day.
Urky steps down into the small camp that was made makeshift by goblins many months ago, and for the first time in quite a few weeks, he actually has a chance to sit and breathe fresh air. Our view pans past him, and as the camera drops down into this crevice, back down into the Sunday Citadel, through the rooms, through the cracked pavements, through the serralations, and into the deep underground, where our party has just finished patching their wounds and licking their bruises, so to speak. In the Kobold den. The Kobolds have grown accustomed to the party at this point, and as you finish your long rest, a discussion might spark up on what to do next. The obvious options next are to continue the quest for the Dragon of the Kobolds, which they at this point still hope you would return for them, and as such have saddled you with Meepo. And then there has been recent talk. It seems that your plans to send Jeff into the ranks of the goblins was a little bit too effective. Many of the goblins have gone missing, and the resistance the kobolds faced has disappeared. An encounter with Nulbog has shown that, well, the party is not outmatched, but something strange is going on. And Jeff left you with one comment: "Give me the apple." What does the party do?
What is this apple that Jeff keeps on asking for? Because I thought about the other. What if we just gave him an apple, or is it the apple?
Okay, metagaming aside, just a note here. At DM,
Yes.
can I do a history check to see if I can recall something about the mysterious apple tree which grows on layer 2?
Yes. Do you have proficiency in history?
I freaking hope so.
Someone must have it.
I'm the
Yes.
You do.
Yes. Hey.
Please do a history check for him.
Okay. Do I have inspiration? Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. So you can re-roll that if you like.
Ooh.
Please. God.
Please reroll.
1 plus 4. That's a 5. You remember that apples grow on trees.
Yes. Wait.
15.
Wait.
I remembered something
I am a divination wizard.
Please roll your 2d20s. Thank you for remembering this time. I always forget as well.
Yeah.
That's a 2 and a 10.
Cool. Okay. 2 and a 10. I will take the 15 as my roller. That's an 11 plus 4.
Yes. 2 and a 10. Cool. Well, I'm just going to keep those
Just
handy.
as a note.
Right, so. Oh, here we go. You sit and study your notebooks because other than your scroll, you do have some documents from your parents. And under the Sunday Citadel document, you spend some time reading through the mad scribblings of your forefathers. Something becomes apparent. This citadel was once a great edifice to the dragon, to a dragon god, essentially. That part is sort of lost, but after it's sunk in recent years, there's been reports, reports in the general area, in the district, if you will, of every winter and summer solstice, a piece of fruit appearing on markets. Sometimes traded from undesirables. It usually comes in from the woods, where woodsmen traded with goblins, or where less savory types traded with more traders. The book, your information you recall, and from stories you've heard, tells you that that somewhere in this area, and most likely if this citadel contains it, 1 + 1 might be 2 in this case, there is some sort of a tree that harbors a magical fruit. And this apple has been known, or this fruit has been known, by commoners to be of great health or great damage. The fruit that they trade with goblins in the winter usually end up being exceptionally poisonous. The fruit that they usually trade in the summer solstice usually ends up being something that sustains entire families for months. Being able to revive even a person very close to death. What the origins of such a magical tree might be, you're unsure.
Fair enough.
But your notes do point that there is most likely a magical tree at the base of this citadel.
Okay, so having read this info dump, I
Sorry.
turn over to Penny and I go, well, my notes would indicate that there might be a magical apple tree at the bottom of the citadel. What Jeff would want with such an apple is beyond me, but he might want one of those. I doubt a regular apple would sate his desires.
But maybe we can just throw him with a normal apple and see what...
We could just knock him over the head with a warhammer quite a few times. I do
that
agree.
could work too. And magical apple tree. Man, I wish it was back on my boat. Landlubbers are crazy.
Well, to be fair, it's the goblin who's crazy. I'm just telling you.
Of course not. I wasn't insinuating anything at all.
I'm sure. Okay.
Meepo hears you guys discussing this and sort of creeps closer where you're resting.
Have you found the dragon yet? Can we go?
Damn it, Meepo!
Does it look...
Shut up! Shut up!
Does it look like we found the dragon yet, Meepo?
Have you been eaten? No, we haven't found the dragon. Okay. Right. If everyone's ready, I suggest we get going. And I think we'll be taking the western approaches this time. We seem to have exhausted the spots to the east. If everyone is on board with that.
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
The party travels to the west, and sure enough, there is a small room to the west that has access to the further end of the dungeon, which you've been informed by the kobolds.
Yes.
The party travels, and you reach. I just want to quickly read here. Yeah, you reach a short room that's 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. Nothing much in here. However, Meepo and some of the other kobolds immediately stop you as you walk in, just carefully showing you where to step.
There's a trap here. Please step to one side. It's a trap. It was for goblins, you see.
Okay, thank you, kobold friends. Maybe you go home now, and we'll handle this. You just watch the door. Thank you.
They just show you your way around, and then right. The corridors you travel through aren't exceptionally interesting or unique. However, you do end up with in another small room, about 20 by 20 feet. As I'm guessing Fibble walks first.
Of course he does. He's not getting paid to walk in the back.
Oppa and Mervin in the back, and Meepo in the middle of the bunch.
Because we don't trust that shifty-looking
No, we do
kobold
not.
friend.
You enter into a room. The stench, garbage, and carry-on here are evidence of years of use by unsanitary tenants. Tattered hides, stretched on frames, form 6 unstable hammocks around a much-used fire pit. Battered cooking equipment is mixed indiscriminately with broken or worn arms and armor.
Yes, this is just like when I was in the Dwarven Special Forces and we were clearing out the goblin militias from beneath the under mountains.
Very astute assessment. This is where there were goblins. But literally, there's nothing here at this point.
It's fine. Onwards. Fibble, kick down that door and we'll get going.
Does Fibble kick down the door?
Sounds like the
Fibble does not kick down the door because he's not an idiot.
no. Let the
He just
kobold kick it
opens the
down.
door.
He opens the door. It's not locked, and several torches mounted in a crude sconces burn fitfully around this chamber, filling the area with a haze. Double row of marble columns carved with entwined dragons runs the length of the hall. Meepo spots these dragons and runs ahead,
Dragons!
Well, there he goes. He's
and he
dead.
stands in the center of the room.
Meepo, why don't you run around a bit and check all of those marble columns just to make sure none of them have lost their dragons?
And they will give you a sandwich.
Yeah.
Meepo runs from pillar to pillar. His sharp nails like scratching at the marble images of dragons. And as he runs across the room, it gives everyone a proper chance to do some looking at it. Everyone, please roll a perception check as you peer into the room.
Okay. How about you roll first this time? Because I do not seem to have the dice.
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Okay,
Please.
just let me.
Please.
Ooh, 14.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not good either.
Okay, so we have a 10 plus 4 on Oppa.
That's Oppa for 14.
Alright, then Fibble with
Come
his
on, Fibble.
amazing perception of -1.
Trust me, he's gonna roll a 20.
No, he isn't.
17!
Wow, that's close.
-1 is 16.
Okay.
Wow.
And then Mervin, also with a -1,
Yep.
because wisdom is my dump stat. Good.
Mervin, you're very chuffed with your assessment of the goblin trash.
Mervin is quite upset at the kobold running around, and he starts berating him while everyone else looks at the room.
Fibble and Oppa, the two of you notice that there is something. There's a series of doors. There's 5 doors leading from this chamber. From your initial entrance on the south side of this long room, you notice there are 6 doors. One of them seems different. One of them seems to have something standing out. I'm going to quickly mark it on the map.
One of these are not like the other.
Right. This door right here.
Seems sketch.
Right, now, the reason...
What on earth could be behind it?
You've noted that this was due to,
I see.
if I remember correctly, someone did a divination magic or something.
No. We waterboarded a goblin.
Oh, yes, you got information, right.
What?
Your information you
I
got...
mean, we pleasantly asked a goblin an arrangement of questions to which he replied voluntarily, relinquishing his information.
And then you gave him a
peacefully.
shower.
If there was waterboarding, I would have joined earlier. That's what I'm saying. Bring on the torch. I'm kidding.
That's why I love Warhammer Fantasy. Torturing is a skill.
It's a skill.
Nice.
Like gossip and drinking.
To any cops listening, I swear I'm okay. My mother had me tested. It wasn't the best thing. It turned out I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
virus!
You know what? I'm medicated. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
I want to be sedated.
I want to be the fairy.
The room you notice in the front, Oppa and Fibble, is that underneath this room there is the clear sign of ice. Something glints in the torch light, and it clearly is a mixture of puddles of water and just ice.
Ooh, I'm gonna go there.
Meepo, come back here. Get Meepo, get away from those columns.
Yeah.
It's dangerous in there. There might be dragons.
Sorry, what, your dragons?
And he turns around again.
Dragons! Where are you?
Meepo!
Meepo, if you want a sandwich, I'd reckon you come
Okay,
back.
so Mervin is going to lose his shit, and he's going to intimidate Meepo because, good lord, this is just...
Meepo is running around. He's going to trigger something soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Intimidate.
Nope.
Insight.
Can I try? Do something.
Intimidate?
I want to see.
Because you can't assist me if you're not professional.
No.
at least.
What did I do?
I don't know. Just click away. Click away!
Click away. I can.
I didn't want to go there. It was an accident.
What's the signs? Swing away.
I can persuade him to come back.
Nah, but that'll be enough.
You're intimidating him. You rolled
No.
a 9. I need to roll an insight check. Check. Yeah, I rolled a 13.
That's fine. No, it's fine. Let's let Meepo run around.
Meepo, on you mentioning dragons, actually finds the cold throat door. And it's like, and he starts pulling at it, but his feet slip in the ice, and he's kind of stuck.
Nice.
That's what
Okay.
you get for being stupid.
What does the party do?
Penny. Do you see the door with the ice?
Yeah, I do. I'm quite curious. It's a good thing that we said Meepo to go in first.
Do you feel some kind of magical energy emanating from it?
Let me just hold up. Yeah, I do.
You do. Well, maybe you should investigate it then.
I would.
Because I'm a humble man of locks. I do not work with magic. You see.
I'm a woman from the ocean. Of course, I'll go have
You
a check.
would know water then and cold.
We can only hope.
You're also an expert on cold doors, it would seem. Would you please do us the honor of investigating?
Mervin in the background just folding his arms, nodding.
No,
Yes.
Yes, that the
Sure.
student has become the master.
I approve.
Social manipulation
Yeah.
at its finest.
but I don't believe shit. But I mean, yeah. That's just.
You've talked yourself into a bad spot.
Yeah, I have.
Please.
Let me just go.
You are going to... Oppa approaches the room. What's the marching order after that? And how close are you guys going to get
Okay,
to the
so
door?
Mervin and Fibble are going to cautiously peer from behind some pillars as she approaches.
Close enough for me to investigate, but not close enough for me to die.
Oh, is that fine? Like 15 feet from the door's edge?
Yeah.
For Fibble and Mervin.
No, maybe over there.
Cowards.
You just look like 10 feet away. Fair enough. Okay.
I'm a wizard. I can't be
Yeah.
close to the combat.
You're a wizard, but you're. Never mind. Never mind.
You're a wizard, Mervin.
You're a wizard.
Oppa, you approach this door, and as you get closer, Meepo's like,
The door would open. Let's try together. I think I hear dragons inside.
No,
Just kick him.
Just,
Kick him.
Just shush.
Yeah.
Just shush.
But
I don't give
But
a
I want-
damn about. I will kick you. Now let me just investigate this door.
alright. Roll investigation on the door.
Nice.
It is planned.
You actually have investigation.
Exactly.
Competence. It's like playing against a team of elves. This.
Yes!
Please
They can
work.
actually catch balls.
Oh, well,
plus
that was
3.
a 4 plus 3, which is a 7.
Never trust an elf.
Right, so...
I
the
wasn't
door,
an elf.
No, it's
No, I know.
Okay.
Right, this door seems... This door seems completely locked. And although there's some ice coming from underneath and like ice crystals forming around the lock and the area and the hinges, it doesn't seem like it's what's stopping the door from opening. A cursory inspection shows that like gently pushing the door does have it move on its hinges. It literally is just
Yeah, sure.
Locked.
Can I try and open it with a crowbar?
You can try and open it with a crowbar.
Side note, crowbars do give advantage on opening doors with strength checks, if I recall correctly.
I haven't actually reused it before, so would you mind me guys...
Okay, crowbar.
just checking up
Using a crowbar grants advantage to strength checks where a crowbar's leverage can be applied.
Cool. That means advantage, and what I'm going to do is... Oh, no, but that makes sense then. Okay, cool, 1 moment. I just wanted to get the DC.
Okay, are you actually good at strengthing?
No. Can I give you the crowbar?
Well, you have it left at
Athletics.
which is +1.
Yeah.
Fibble has 0, and Mervin has
Okay,
+2
so
on athletics, so
Okay.
it might be.
Yeah,
since
good.
you're using a crowbar, I've got the DC set based on the armor class of the situation, which is
a number.
a number.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you it right now.
Okay, but since
The,
Penny
here's,
is
the,
a-
here's the thing.
Sorry.
I'm going to drop the. It makes sense to me that the crowbar would more easily open a door like this. So I'm not going to have it. It's going to be technically a lower DC than the lockpick, right? However, the difference between a lockpick and a crowbar is a lockpick is
It's more silent.
silent and
also it doesn't break the lock.
exactly. So you can't lock it again. If you want to unlock this door afterwards, again, there will be trouble.
Why would we want to lock this door?
I don't know, in Wandering Monsters. Anyway, crowbar also is instant. I will not roll on the random encounter chart.
Okay.
Because you're literally using a crowbar.
Except if we take 20.
Yes, except if you take 20. In which case you're like carefully getting the right spot and putting your legs into it. Okay, crowbar or not?
I'm a pirate. We use force on things. We don't care about
Okay,
silence.
so would you like to roll?
Advantage, roll with advantage, please.
I've only got the +1 more than you. So you
Yeah,
might
no,
as well.
I'd roll. It's fine.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Wow, that was bad. Well,
Well, I'm happy you're burning the bad luck for us this session.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's at best an 8+1.
it's my crowbar broke.
So your
stuck.
crowbar keeps slipping on the ice and as on the icicles.
You mean she just can't get it in properly?
But yeah, you can't get it in properly.
Anyone else want to try?
It's a
Okay, so at this point, I think we'll just leave that door for now,
Okay.
and let's just check all of the other doors.
Okay.
And then once we've secured this location, we can spend more time to just force it open.
Right, but Meepo, is that it? Meepo, the thing is stuck, so he can't move. So I think it's good to just leave him there. He's stuck on the axe. Is
No,
he?
he was
he's
just.
not stuck. No,
he was
Oh, you
stuck
said he was
making
stuck,
he's
so
slow.
it's-
He was slipping
Can't
on that.
Ah,
like,
okay.
do the thing.
Dang it! I hoped he was stuck.
Okay, so Meepo, you see that door over to the west?
Yes.
I could have sworn I heard a dragon behind it. Why don't you check that one, and then I'll check this door, and Fibble will check this one, and Penny, why don't you check the door to the east?
With
I will
abandon.
do that. So just would you just want me to-
With abandon, he swings up in the door and runs through.
Cool. What do we hear?
Well,
We
you hear
all intently stand with our ears cupped.
Oh, that's not good. Gosh.
Anything else?
on the other side, you hear the scraping to nails for a second, which scrape on the flagstone floor. Then you hear a rummaging. Pots, pans, wood,
Okay,
bits.
Fibble,
And then it
Fibble.
goes a bit quiet, and then you hear another door.
Fibble, maybe you should check on him before he gets up to more shenanigans, I believe. Yes. Yes, Mervyn, I will check on him now.
Yeah.
Right, so, Mervyn, you open the door you're in front of.
No.
I was going to go check on.
I just shouted at Fibble to run
Fibble.
after Meepo.
Fibble goes through the door, open door, and on the opposite side, a very large chamber draws... Ooh, no, not like that. Draws into view.
Yeah.
It seems to have some manner of crevasse running its length.
I didn't mean to draw a line! I didn't mean to draw a line.
Oh, accidents happen. Oh, wow, good.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's a big...
That's
really big.
That's a big room. Oh, what's all that junk?
That's what you heard, like, clattering before.
Also, that seems like a tower's outline.
Yeah.
One. Ooh, and there's a door.
Yeah, there's a tower's outline.
There
and
are
there's
3 doors.
There's 3 doors, and one that seems to be part of a rounded structure, which would be the outside of a tower, or in this case, the inside.
What door is open? Because we heard another door open.
Goblinville. Yeah, the one door.
Goblin.
Other than the door Fibble enters, there are 3 other doors in this room, and one of them stands ajar. I'll mark it on the field right now. This door is the door in the side of the round tower. What might have once been a cathedral is now a goblin lair, thick with the filth of years of goblin life. Scores of wall and floor-mounted sconces filled with violet glowing fungi provide illumination. Dozens of goblins go about their daily business, or at least they would, if there were any goblins left here.
Oh.
Which along the southern wall is a heaping pile of assorted items, including wagon wheels, broken armor, and rusted arms, chests, small statues, and antique furniture. Right.
Okay. Well, Mervyn, Meepo seems to have run off quite a distance. Maybe we leave him to his investigations and just check out the rest of these doors before we follow him. Down or up? I'm not sure.
I agree. Just leave him there. Close the door. Lock him. You know, if he dies, he dies. I mean,
That seems like a good idea. Maybe we should lock this door. Mervyn, I'm going to lock this door.
maybe not lock.
It was open before, but it does have a lock, and it's
Are we really
possible.
gonna lock the door, Iskies?
Just one moment.
Do you have a key?
No,
I'm
it's
trying
sleight
to
of
look if I need to buy myself some iron spikes. because
Ah.
instead
Oh
of
my
locking
god,
the door,
yes, you need to
just-
iron spike. That's just
bash
like a
them in.
solid like
Ooh.
DC 16 or something.
It's just the best. But okay, Fibble is going to attempt to lock the door.
Wedges, man, wedges.
Wedges.
Do we mind leaving?
Sorry, leaving?
It won't be the first time.
Oh, okay.
The guy's kind of invulnerable at this
Yeah,
point.
we don't care.
He's a named character. He'll be fine.
Yeah, look, you're either an unkillable NPC or a N-level boss.
That's
Nice,
fine. That's
17.
a 17. I'm happy with that.
Okay, cool.
5
I'm just gonna
plus 12.
make a
12 plus 5.
mark on the map.
5 plus 12, 12 plus 5. Either way, it's a 17.
17. Right, cool. You locked that door.
We finally seem to be rid of that filthy kobold. Maybe now we can get some work done, finally.
Oppa, the door in front of you doesn't seem to be locked either.
I-
What do you do?
Open. Slowly. I would like to slowly open the door.
Kick it down, Penny!
I'm not kicking nothing. If there's something on the other side that's about to attack me, I don't want to kick it down.
Just kick it!
Why don't you come kick it?
Right, so a room that's 20 feet across and
Ooh,
about
there's
10,
boxes.
20, 25 feet, 25 feet deep and 20 feet across extends in front of you. The Goblin Pantry. The north and south wall of this chamber are stacked halfway to the ceiling with ill-made barrels, boxes and crates. A clear path allows easy access between the west and east doors. And truth be told, you're on the west door. On the east there is a door that, just from general engineering, leads all the way back around to where you found Erky Timbers.
Yeah.
Also to where we found Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Will there be
Just
an
making a note of that.
Will there be an apple in that room?
I doubt it.
I don't know actually. Let's have a quick look. Are you going to just rummage through the boxes and stuff real quick?
Can't I just stand there and
You
quick
can take
give
some
a
time. Like, we probably... We'll help you search. But let's look at...
Yeah,
the
let's look
rest
at
of-
all the others first. I'm just gonna stop there for now. I'm just telling everyone, listen guys, I found a pantry.
Full of goblin
Full of
filth,
goblin
no
filth.
doubt.
I'm trying to find an apple so we can, if we do find Jeff, you just throw him with an apple. It's like, we found your apple.
Are you gonna investigate the room?
No, not yet.
Are you gonna just stay there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there for now because if something worse happens to Mervyn or Fibble, I would like to run and be like, I am here to just insult you all the way.
Yeah.
You do notice from the door where you stand, please, since you're not walking in, please just roll a quick perception check.
Wouldn't that...
And then, Fibble and Mervyn, the two of you are each by a door. Are you guys going to open those doors?
Fibble should open his door first as he's getting paid to do it. Okay, that's a 14 plus... It didn't roll in the chat, but it's a 14 plus 4. So
Okay.
it's 18.
40.
So, should I roll it in the chat or not?
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
believe you.
Sorry, it was an accident.
You inspect the room with a cursory glance, and you notice two things. There are quite a few small barrels that were labeled just crudely. You can't recognize what it's actually saying. It seems like it's written in another language. But there's a whole bunch of these small barrels, and then on top of a few of the barrels, you see how to put this. Quite a few bottles which are not labeled. Wine bottles, maybe just like oil bottles, maybe vinegar bottles. You don't know, but yeah.
Use it as ammo. If it's wine bottles, we can use it as ammo. Just set it on fire.
Fubble, you open the door and it creaks open. On the other side, you see a small passageway. Nothing seems out of place.
Okay,
Please roll perception.
Fibble, you get in there and I'll open this door and we'll just check it out.
Cool.
Fibble will roll perception while he walks in.
Carefully, obviously.
Kick it down.
Yes, Fibble, the careful guy. That's another 17 minus 1 for a 16.
So you're rolling for everything tonight.
The pathway here seems to be heavily traveled. It seems like, other than the general dust in the area, goblin filth also crosses corners here and there, but this is more of a just a passageway, just a way to get from A point A to point B. You also notice with a roll of 16 that it connects to the door that Mervyn is standing in front of. These are merely connections to the passageway that leads towards the tower structure.
Mervyn would like to run around and prepare to startle... Fibble would like to run around and prepare to startle Mervyn when he opens the door on his side.
Right, Mervyn, do you open the door?
Carefully, yes. He's quite a paranoid fellow, so...
Right.
Slowly.
Mervyn, roll perception.
Would Fibble have to roll stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be competing rolls.
Nice. Okay, so... Mervyn rolls perception.
Right, here we
He's
go.
really good at that. -1.
Mervyn, you roll an 8, that's 7.
Nice. Good job, Mervyn.
Fibble, roll stealth.
Oh, he's got a +5 on that.
17.
Nice.
Mervyn, you open the door. In front of you, a hunched-over figure stands in darkness. It seems to wear a wide, shit-eating grin and sort of lunges at you as the door reaches its full open state. What do you do?
Mervyn doesn't panic.
Because Mervyn doesn't panic.
Yes. So he
calmly casts fireball.
No, he startles and he's about to crack whatever's in front of him with the warhammer on the head when he realizes it's Fibble. It's like, Fibble, what? Why would you do that? And Fibble just laughs. He's just having the greatest.
Fibble, roll perception.
Oppa's on the floor canning herself.
Mervyn is considering docking some pay from Fibble's share.
I would like his share then.
Keep dreaming.
He's not distributing it. That's a 14. 15 minus 1.
Both of you, well, Fibble, you know, you're considering if dock of pay was worth the scare. When behind you hear the scraping of claws.
Oh goodness.
It's coming
Damn it, Meepo!
from around the corner. Meepo comes skulking. It's like,
Meepo scared you. Yeah.
I would like to. Are we going through there? I just want to make sure if I need to move close. Guys, what's going on there?
Meepo tried to scare Mervyn, and I think he's gonna get punished now.
that's right, blame the Kobold.
Meepo's alive. Dang it. I mean, yay!
There was much rejoicing.
We love Meepo.
Oh,
Well, we need him as our dummy, though. We can just
Yeah.
send him in and be like, oh, I think there's something in there. Meepo, go have a look.
okay.
I'll give you a sandwich.
Well, okay. To be fair, we've got a rough idea of where this side leads, and we're pretty sure this side is contained.
Yeah.
So how about we finish up this side, and then we'll head over to
Which side do you want to finish up first?
That
the
door.
eastern side. So the pantry.
Okay, so the pantry. Are you guys going to explore the pantry first?
Yeah.
Yes, apple time.
Are you putting yourself inside? I was there first.
Yeah, you're at the front. No worries.
I want to go
The
to
party
that
enters the
door.
pantry, and with on actually entering it, a few things become apparent.
Uh,
Meepo starts clambering around the boxes, not finding anything interesting.
Get down from there, Meepo!
Meepo, I swear.
He's literally standing on one of these boxes, and you call out at him, like, yeah, yeah, and he jumps off. A crate goes flying to one side, and a barrel rolls to your feet, Mervyn.
Damn it, Meepo!
I will squish you with one of these barrels, Meepo.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Okay.
doesn't cut it.
Does Meepo have like a collar or something around his
No,
neck?
he does not.
Can we give him one?
I have 100 feet of rope.
I'm pretty sure I have some rope too.
And I've got a few bags as well.
I've got a feeling the proficient a stringed kobold is not a weapon you can gain proficiency in.
Yeah, but I mean, you should get like at least 15 feet of reach, and it should be a bludgeoning weapon. So.
Fair enough,
Me
but you
being-
won't get your proficiency bonus.
No, that's fine. I'll take it.
Me being a
Strength for dex.
me being
It'll
a
be
pirate.
strength.
me being a pirate is used to like hanging people up like by.
Although your
on the
weapon,
ship.
it's the unique case where your weapon will have to make a Constitution saving throw to see if it throws up or not.
Well, if it
Throws up.
stops working, I mean, I can still use it as a weapon.
Yeah, it might actually be better.
I feel like we need to give him like just a leash now, just tie it up, and then but you make it like in a noose form. So if he runs too hard or too fast, he just chokes.
Oh wow,
It's like-
that's harsh.
not
what
harsh.
happens next is that the barrel rolls to your feet, Mervyn, tuk tuk, and it stops at your boot. It's a small barrel and it has an illegible label for you on it. What languages do you speak and read?
Dwarvish and common.
But anyway, so it's not something you can read right now.
No worries. But I would like to cast comprehend languages
Dun dun dun.
You cast comprehend languages and
as a ritual,
as a ritual, yes. Which means
which means random encounter time.
Okay,
Right.
can someone just? I just want to make sure about the casting ritual, like rule, or how does that exactly work?
Okay,
Instead of
so-
go for it, Chris.
When you cast a spell as a ritual, if it has the ritual tag, you spend an extra 10 minutes in addition to whatever its casting time was, casting the spell, but it doesn't use a spell slot and it doesn't use components.
Oh, okay, I understand. That's why I could cast it last week as the identify. Okay, I get it now. Because I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to, when you said it now, I just wanted to
No,
make
no,
sure.
no. That's kind of the thing of
Okay,
ritual casting.
cool.
You ritual cast and you touch this barrel and it reads, and I quote, this is honestly one of the weirdest things I've ever read, elf pudding. But it's written in Goblin.
Yes. So now the obvious question is this pudding for
Or
elves?
is it pudding made of elves?
We should find out.
Meepo?
No. This is premium shit.
Oh.
Mervyn props up the little barrel
Goodness.
and he cracks the top.
What if it's poison?
What does he smell?
Honestly, I don't know. It never actually explains it. So
Chocolate pudding?
I'm going to tell you guys, tell me what elf pudding is like.
Chocolate pudding.
Okay, no. So here's the thing. Elf pudding is a bunch of leaves that has been ground up with a bunch of mushrooms. It's just like this paste. Like you've had gazpacho.
Yeah.
Yeah, elf pudding is gazpacho made of wild things, like whatever they found in the forest. They literally just ground up.
We found some fertilizer. Let's ground that up.
I'm going to say like because of like the luminescent moss as well, it's like glowing.
Yes.
Oh, this is the stuff you get trippy on.
Here's the thing, and it's essentially food. It's just not, palatable for humans maybe.
No, probably not. But it should be quite nutritious if it's made for elves.
Yeah, the thing is, it is a food. It's a substance. It's not toxic.
Okay, so Mervyn dips a finger
Oh,
in the goop and takes a little taste.
If he dies, then I get a share.
You give a bit of a taste.
Okay.
It's
disgusting. It's made for elves. Mervyn hates the elves. So he immediately... Fucking elves. He immediately proceeds to spit it onto the floor, slam the lid back on and tell everyone that I've just found a barrel of garbage. It's disgusting and it glows.
Ooh.
You spit it out, and in a second, you look up and you notice something that, as a wizard, you know what this is. There are 5 pints. 5 pints of oil. Flasks. On one of the boxes. But at that moment, the door, which you just came through, suddenly creaks.
Oh, dang.
And in the passageway you see two. In the passageway you see 2 hobgoblins. Both of them looking worse for wear. One of them has a slightly bloodied eye, his weapon already drawn. The other one has armor missing and his shield is nowhere to be seen. They look at the party inside, and one of them just eyes the party, nods to his compatriot, and they slowly step into the room.
Oh, great.
Roll for initiative.
Ah.
And that's where we're gonna have to stop for tonight.
Hobgoblins. Like
I
every
hate them.
time.
Every time.
Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, grungs.
This has been an RN Games production.
Our Dungeon Master is played by Dominic Kotze. Player characters are played by Claudia Claassen and Chris Prenslow.
Our audio engineer is Mariske Harmse. Thank you for listening. See you when the dice land next week.